Right now we're here out, not really a country, but sort of country area where there are a lot of acreage and farm feeling kind of homes. I just came here to look at a house because I've always lived in a city or a suburbia, never in a country or country feel before, but yeah, so I really like that house. But we still have a few more houses to view. So we're in Gold Coast, by the way, Queensland. So we'll see what we find, but I really like the feel here. That's gonna be Eli and me. I'm gonna get another dog. When I was on the plane, there's this actually very cute little girl sitting right in front of me, and one thing that I never knew that I had all my life, the story that I've been telling myself was that I'm not good with kids. I don't know how to deal with kids, all of those things. And I actually truly believed that I'm never going to be a mother in this life. And then Eli came. And then I noticed that whenever I dropped him off at daycare, some mornings everyone's happy, and some morning, like, one kid starts screaming and crying and everyone's like in that mood. And that was the first time I noticed. I dropped him off and the whole room was like screaming babies and crying, and the educator there is trying to calm them down, and they just would not calm them down. And naturally, which I did not know I had, I just literally jumped in, and then I started singing, and then I started making jokes, and they all just went quiet, and they all started laughing, and they all literally came to me, sat in front of me, and listened. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? And ever since then, I found out that I'm actually really good with kids, and especially kids who are throwing tantrums and kids who are crying. And that girl on the plane on the way here to Gold Coast, she was, I understand, toddlers, kids, they just don't like being on the plane because it's too cramped and they can't move. And so anyway, she was crying and screaming, and the grandma was trying to calm her down, the mom was trying to calm her down, the granddad was trying to calm her down, and she would not calm down. Not saying that I'm really good, maybe because I have, I'm a different face and she's never seen it before. And then she turned around, and then I started making faces, and then she started laughing. And then of course the whole time I was like, oh, I miss my Eli. One of the questions that I get asked a lot by people is, how do I discipline Eli? How do I bring him up? And how do I manage, because I'm very busy, so how do I manage work and being a mom? And is there a balance? There's no balance, but one thing that I do know is I can't always be a mother, because I am a mother, but I'm also a career woman, a business woman, an entrepreneur. I have my own dreams. I am also a person, I'm also a woman who wants to achieve things for herself. So for me, the best way to show Eli is not sacrifice. I don't think it's very healthy, because we know a lot of moms who sacrifice a lot that end up feeling really resentful about being a mother, about having to do everything on her own. So for me, as much as it's hard for me to leave Eli and come out, 99% of the time I travel with Eli, but the 1% of the time when I get lucky, when I can get my mom over, I would leave Eli with her, and I know that he's in good hands, and then I would come out. And as much as it's difficult for me, it's good for me to have this time for myself. I don't believe in balance, because how do you know balance? How do you even balance? It's not like I can put myself in this side of the weighing machine and, you know, like, what's balance? I'm not striving for balance, to be honest. What I'm really working on is presence. One of the questions that people ask is, how are you being super productive when you are so busy? And for me, productivity is presence. And in fact, whether you're a mom or an entrepreneur, I think when we can be fully present, when we are fully in the now, when we can connect, and it's like, I may be very busy with calls and stuff like that, and then it's time for Eli. And when I'm with Eli, as much as I want to think about work, as much as I'm worried about whatever that's unfinished, what I'm working on is being 100% present with Eli. That means I'm not thinking about work that needs to be done or calls that need to be made. No, it's Eli and Eli right now. What does he need? What does he want me to do? And I notice the difference in him. When I'm being fully present, he doesn't throw tantrums. He doesn't act up. He's just happy. I think it's not just kids, it's everyone. Like when you're with a client, like if I'm talking to you, but my mind's somewhere, you'll feel it. It's the same thing with a client, you know, when you're with a client, just being really present. So for me, like, I don't care about the balance. It's just like my life is a mess. It's chaotic. It's the truth.